Good morning. Happy Monday. Actually, it's technically afternoon now. It is technically 12:05. So good afternoon. Happy Monday. I am going to make a quick lunch. So we made burger bowls over the weekend, and we had a little bit of leftover lettuce. So I thought it might be nice to get a couple of things to just like whip up a yummy like salad to make with the rest of the lettuce. So I found this already made like grilled chicken breast from Trader Joe's. So I figured I could use that with some feta cheese, maybe chop up some apples. I also got, from Trader Joe's, some candied pecans. I wanted to do candied walnuts, but they didn't have candied walnuts, but they had candied pecans, and I thought, sounds great. And then we also have some celery from dinner last night, so I thought I might chop up and put some of that in there too, just for some like extra crunch. What I do wish I had is a balsamic vinaigrette, and I don't really feel like making one, so I think I'm just going to use dressing that we already have. All right, I got my salad made here. I do not feel like making a balsamic vinaigrette, but although I think that would taste the best, but just don't feel like getting that out and dealing with it. So I'm going to try out this poppy seed. So hopefully it'll be okay. So that was delicious. It was a really good salad. I did not eat quite all of it. I have like still just a little bit left. It was probably a little bit, like I definitely didn't need, maybe a little overboard on the ingredients because I was trying to just like finish off the lettuce that we had. So the goal was though to try out having salads for lunch from time to time because we are heading into Chris's kayaking season, and it's a tough time of year for him from a food perspective because he ends up eating like 1,000 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because taking food for him is difficult. Taking food into work because they do have like a little refrigerator, so it's not like he can't take it in a refrigerator, but it's kind of hard for him to like sit down and heat up leftovers, like eat things like that. He's like, sometimes he needs something that's kind of just quick and easy, and definitely not something that's like hot. You know, I mean, when you're out on a hot day, it's like the last thing you want is like a hot meal. And so I thought, what if we kind of came up with some different salads that we could make, and we could sort of have a bunch of different ingredients to make a few different types of salads in the refrigerators, or in the refrigerator. We just have one refrigerator. I don't know why I said two, like it's plural. We don't have more than one. And then like he can eat those. And then for some of the nights, because also in the winter or in the summertime when he's working, there's a lot of nights that I'm on my own for dinner. And then I end up eating like gluten-free chicken nuggets from Trader Joe's in the air fryer like every night. So I thought this might be a way for us to kind of eat a little bit healthier and eat and have, you know, just like good, like real food, available to us for meals that are good to like and easily make for like one person, because you can just kind of whip it up right there on the spot. And I figured for him for work, we can like make it ahead of time. He can just sort of take it and then just take the dressing separate and mix it up. So if you have some salad recipes, some salad ideas, things to make for that kind of thing that are like easy ingredient, like you don't have to do a ton of prep work, please let me know in the comments, because I would really like some ideas to take us into the summer so that we can maybe actually eat a little healthier for once, which would be great going into the summer, because by the end of the summer we're usually like eating out all the time or eating junk food. So help needed for sure.
Right, we are walking with Gertie to the vet. It's for her last vaccine appointment. So she gets her last booster today, and then we'll probably schedule a spaying, because that's coming up too, because she's almost 6 months old. She's still super scared of the train, and there was a really loud car which made all of us jump, but she was like, nope, it's not
like that.
Did not want anything to do with that. But you get him, Gertie.
Come on.
She saw a Saint Bernard, or a German Shepherd. She is all interested into it. Hello.
Gertie. She gained 1 whole pound. She is 11.6 pounds, so 1 pound up from last time. I was convinced that she had gained a few pounds because she felt really heavy.
I was going to say 2 pounds, but I guess only 1 pound. letting Gertie out today. It is Tuesday. I did not work today. I was actually going to call off. I don't know, working outside really it brought back a lot of the feelings that I was feeling when I had the flu. I'm just it was cold yesterday. It snowed, so it's just I'm exhausted. My body was feeling pretty icky. But then they ended up canceling work anyway because it's cold. So it feels pretty nice out now. I can hear myself. I'm stopped up. But I got my coffee in this new mug that Whitney got from work. I love it. It's a little messy, so I had to stop, and I have to stop to drink it. Otherwise, it just kind of spills everywhere. I had coffee all down my shirt yesterday, trying to drink it on my way to work. But it keeps the coffee hot so long, so it's nice for outside and when it's cold. So.
Good morning. It is Wednesday. I am heading into the office for the first time this week. I'm going to go in today and tomorrow. It's a pretty brisk morning. It's about 33 degrees. So we've been having a lot of these dip downs, and then it'll warm up for a bit, and then it kind of dips down. So today's a little bit chilly, but not too terrible. The wind's kind of low, so it's not that bad. So just heading into work. Had a really busy week this week. Pretty much all my weeks lately have felt pretty busy. So got another busy one today. This is a little garden that I love, and I'm seeing blooms on the tree. That's so exciting. I can't wait for it to see what it looks like in spring. Oh, look, that one has little flower buds, little purple flower buds. Oh, I'm so excited. They don't have it open right now. Usually I'll kind of cut through there and walk through, just because I enjoy looking at it. It's so pretty. There's some more buds on this tree. Spring has sprung. This is exciting.
It's Wednesday morning, and I'm walking to work again. We didn't work yesterday. The guys called off work because it was too cold, so it's pretty cold today. It's supposed to be 37 degrees, so I'm bundled up. I got a gaiter and my hat. I got gloves in my pocket. The cold just does not sit well with me when I'm outside. It makes my body ache, and I felt like I was sick yesterday. It's just I get so exhausted from working in the cold. But on my walk to work again, and hopefully not a long one today. I don't know, we don't have a lot left to do until we start painting, which that can't happen until it's warm. So we'll see what we do today.
All right, ready for lunch? Got Chipotle today. It's just around the corner, so went and grabbed that real quick. Got some chips. And one of my coworkers brought me in a really sweet treat. This is a gluten-free blueberry bread. Looks so yummy. So I've even got dessert. So nice. Home from work now. It was a little bit rainy out, so I decided to take the train. It's not something I usually do. I mean, it's not any faster necessarily to take the train, but if it's rainy or really super cold, it's nice to have that option. So I took advantage of it today because I got out and it's kind of drizzling a little bit. It wasn't too terrible, but I didn't really want to walk in it. So took the train home. I am tired. It's a very busy day. I'm beat for sure. Ready to get home, get comfortable, and sit down for a little while.
So you got an email.
Yeah, we came home to a surprise. We got Gertie's DNA results.
Oh yeah.
so excited. So we're gonna open those now. We're gonna do a video. You will have already seen it by the time you see this, because it will already be out. But we're gonna do a video for this weekend that is going over her results. So we'll talk about it in detail of what are the different kinds of breeds that she has, what that
means and stuff.
Yeah, and prone to, because we also did the one that tells you if she's prone to any kind of diseases and all of that. So we'll do a whole video on that, but we did want to at least mention that we got the results in today, and we're so excited. It is Thursday. I hope the wind's not too intense. I'm heading into work at breakneck speed because I am running super late this morning. I ran this morning, and if I run on mornings I go into the office, it always like sets me behind because it just takes me a lot longer obviously to run than it does when I work out like in the fitness center. It's just a shorter workout. So I am running very late. I actually have a 9 o'clock meeting that I will be a little late for because I don't think there's any way I'm going to make it in there, get in my seat, you know, get like my computer up and running, all that jazz in time for that meeting. So I've already messaged, it's just with one person, so I've already messaged her and let her know, hey, I'm probably going to be about 5 minutes late, sorry. So anyway, walking as fast as I can to try to get there and hopefully make it as close to 9 o'clock as possible. Okay. Almost there. 5 minutes. I'm doing all right. Made it in record time.
I'm at home cleaning and just doing a deep clean of the whole house. I usually do it on Wednesdays, but now I've been working kind of Wednesdays sometimes, so I just like to do it on a day where Whitney is in the office, just so I don't have to kind of worry about working behind her in the camera, because I'm like all over the place. I just got out the sheets and we get ready to fold them, and then she jumped up here. I'm sure they're probably warm, so she's so cute. Say hi, Gertie.
On my way home from work now. I really kind of like going into the office on Thursdays. Previously I always did Tuesday, Wednesdays, but I've recently been doing Thursdays a lot lately, and I kind of like it. It's a nice quiet day. Like a lot of people don't go in the office that day, so it's just kind of low key. The handful of us that are there, kind of like like a little like core crew. It's just a lot of fun. It is a much nicer day today. It is not raining like it was yesterday, so having a nice little walk. I figured it'd be good to get out, get some fresh air for a bit, and then hop back on to finish out the day. Good morning. It is Friday, and we are already getting ready for our weekend project. So I'm actually working from home today. I'm taking a bit of a break to help Chris get these mirrors down. We need to take the mirrors down today so that if there's any, I'm sure there will be drywall repair we need to do behind them, because we don't know yet if they're glued or if they're just on a cleat, then we will be able to have plenty of time to repair the drywall so that we can paint this weekend. So this is on our schedule to do today. So that's what we're doing this morning.
I'm taking Gertie out for her morning walk. Kind of a busy day today. I'm not going to work, but we got work to do around the house. So once I take Gertie back in, I got to run out. I'm going to go to the bank, and then I got to pick up a few things from the hardware store. Just figure out somehow to get those mirrors off the walls. So that's going to be a challenge. I kind of have an idea of how to do it, but let's see if I can find the proper tools. I know back when I worked at Domino's, we had a very similar thing where like we had some graphics and some signs that were glued to the wall, and then to prevent from tearing the whole drywall down, we came up with a solution using like an old bandsaw blade, kind of cutting the glue, I guess. So see if I can buy an old saw blade or a new saw blade and try it that way. If not, I don't know.
Okay, I have this mirror all taped up, ready to be taken down. It is pretty heftily glued, so Chris is probably going to run to Ace Hardware and get a couple of tools to just help support getting this down as safely as we possibly can. I have taped it so that if it does break, hopefully it will kind of hold it together enough to, keep us from getting injured. That's the goal. Okay, and this is the mirror in our bathroom. You can see we have taken the light down. Now we just have a giant hole in the middle of the mirror. I actually love it so much more just having that light out of there. It was such a weird light. I'm so glad to get rid of it. So that's down now. And then I've not taped this mirror yet because I'm going to wait and see how the other one comes down and determine how aggressively I need to tape it based on how easily that one comes down. Because if that one comes down real hard, I'm going to guess that this one's going to be the same way, and we'll tape it up in the same manner. So I guess we'll see what happens.
So I just left the bank. Right here is Chase Bank. It's one of the prettiest buildings downtown. It has this really cool, like, on the south and north side, I don't know if you can see, like the building curves upwards It's like really cool. But now I'm walking towards the hardware store. I chose to walk on Dearborn because I thought it would be sunnier, but now I see that it's not. The weather it's not too cold today. Guess I'm gonna walk out further here. It's not too cold today, but in the shade, it's kind of chilly. The wind picks up, but yeah, I might just walk down Dearborn towards the the old train station. Try to catch the sun when I can. Well, I found the sun. Super nice out now. I feel like I'm almost overdressed. There's a lady in front of me that just took her jacket off because it's kind of nice feeling in the sun. I think the weather is supposed to start getting better in general soon. That would be great because I'm just kind of ready for it to be not cold. Also, I'm ready to work outside and be on the river, so I'm looking forward to that. But today's not too bad. How's my hair? Anyway, got the mirror off.
Yeah, you did.
See, it was not easy. Definitely was this close to being like, I give up, throwing in the towel.
I was in a meeting and I could hear noise in here, and that's when I realized you were using the heat gun, because I was like, what is he doing in there? Like, I'm hearing this sound. It sounds like a blow dryer.
Yeah, well, luckily we had a heat gun. And,
yes, thankfully.
On our recent clean out, we donated a bunch of our old tools and stuff that we don't use to the thing they call the Grandpa's Closet here in the building. It's basically this small storage room that just has a
bunch of tools. Yeah.
This shelf drawers that has tools in it. There's a bunch in there. There's ratchet sets and wrench sets.
It's really nice because if you have a project, because we don't have a lot of space, so it's not like we can store a garage worth of tools if we don't have a garage, and so it makes it.
A saw, I'm sure.
It's really nice. Love having that.
Like a table saw, like a hand
right,
saw.
Obviously.
Like a hand saw. But anyway, I remembered that I donated the heat gun, so I was like, if it's glued on, I can loosen the glue. So I went down there, found the heat gun, came back up, was trying to figure it out. Was prying it with this and then this, and I was I had the safety glasses on. I was so afraid it was going to shatter. And then I remembered, I didn't remember, but I was like, I wonder if they have shims down there. And I found these. These are actually shims that we donated.
I was going to say those were ours too.
Flooring that we did and put flooring in. And I was putting them in there, pushing them and heating and pushing, and
it just popped off.
Oh my God.
Oh, thank goodness.
So then I had to find all the glue spots. Since I knew that one was there, I assumed that there was probably there, and I was like, there's got to be something in the middle too. So that one was really hard. I actually had to pop them, and then it had a track at the bottom too that it was screwed in. So it kind of I couldn't pry from the bottom, so I had to just finally popped off, and then took that off. That was kind of glued too. The
next mirror is going to be tough because it's a 72-inch wide mirror, so it's really large.
This is only 50-something inches, and I'm like...
Yeah. Well, you did great. Good job. Okay, so I have this mirror taped up and ready to go. The last one I taped with the painter's tape like this, kind of in a grid, and then also went over it in packing tape. And then the heat gun activated the packing tape and gave you a bit of a headache.
I was definitely getting a little
getting affected.
I kind of started getting a headache, and I was like, oh man, I'm getting a headache. Is the heat bothering me? So then I stepped down off the ladder and started to walk out of the bathroom and was like, and I'm like, full on Jack Sparrow. I'm like, I must be getting high off the fumes.
So then you're like, no more packing tape.
And then I didn't have the fan. It was just I didn't have the fan on. I don't know. I'm gonna be smart more about this one.
Well, since the last one didn't shatter, I feel a little bit safer about not putting the packing tape on.
It's a lot harder. It's a lot more it's a lot tougher than you think.
Yeah.
It's thick glass.
Yeah. Okay, you can see behind me, we got this mirror down. It was a big one. So it was quite an ordeal, but we were able to get it down there. Chris did have to break it to get it into the dumpster, but he was able to carry it down. Actually, because it had the hole in it for the light, it made it really easy to just carry it down. It's like a little handle. Easy. It was very heavy, but Chris even got like some of the compound over the holes. The good thing is a lot of these holes that are in place because of the glue are behind where the new mirrors will be, so we don't have to be like totally perfect with our compounding. But these here around the light, the mirrors, the 2 framed mirrors will not cover this area, so we have to be really careful in those sections. But I have allowed enough time in our timeline to do a couple layers of compound if needed, so we should be totally fine. I also forgot to mention that we are going to do like a whole like separate vlog of just like the bathroom refresh. So we will have just a vlog that is only that. And that way we kind of show like the befores and the afters and like that kind of thing. We were just kind of picking up the camera today because we were doing it throughout the day today. I've kind of, as I've like had breaks in meetings, I've been trying to help out as much as I can, but there's really not a lot I can do today. So it's been mostly Chris. But this weekend will be my heavy lifting because I'm going to do all the painting and all that kind of stuff. But we will be vlogging that. There will be a whole video of our kind of bathroom refresh, stuff. So look for that to come.
It's Saturday. I'm out here letting Gertie out for her morning walk. I guess like she does like the morning walk at like 7 o'clock whenever Whitney wakes up. But this is like her, like she just goes out potty. This is like her walk. I like to do like a block or 2 lap. She just went to the potty in the lobby though. I guess I waited too long. I usually like to do it around like 10:30, and it's not far after 10:30, but I guess it was just long enough. Anyway, today is Saturday, so we are starting our bathroom remodel. I did a lot of work yesterday, taking the mirrors down. You'll see this video before you'll see the bathroom remodel that's being posted like a couple days later, but it's not really much. We're just kind of taking down old mirrors, hanging up new ones, trying to hang a new light fixture, and then repainting our primary bathroom. So I'm here out in Grant Park. It's one of my favorite parts of the city. This is like this small little section that's in between Buckingham Fountain is over there. Obviously it's not on right now. And then that is Congress, and then over here is the Abraham Lincoln statue. Lincoln statue is in Grant Park, and the Grant statue is in Lincoln Park, so that's just kind of a funny insider Chicago fact. But I love, and then like just over on the other side of the train tracks over here, that's where Salty Park is. But it's just this kind of like secluded portion of Grant Park that it gets some traction when there are like races. They kind of set up little camp or tents here, but it's just so, I feel like it's so underutilized. There's these like really cute walking path type paved sidewalks through it, and then these like nice flower gardens, and then I really like these like bushes over there. Oh, Gertie sees another dog. She's like super into it. Did you see Gertie? There's like a husky over there that she was all into. But we found out that she's got a little bit of husky in her, so how funny is that? The tiniest bit, but it's still hilarious.
Good morning. We have been using the day to get ready for our painting project that we're doing this weekend. But I'm taking a quick break. We have the bathroom all now prepped, ready to go. We took the fan down and it was a disgusting mess. Oh my gosh, it was so gross. But we got it all cleaned and it looks really nice now. Everything is ready in the room to paint. So I'm going to eat lunch and then I will start painting when I get done with lunch.
So I'm in the other bathroom finishing up the drywall work here. When we pulled the mirror off, all the drywall kind of ripped off the paper, some of them a lot thicker than the paper. I don't love doing drywall work, but it's something that I have done for a very long time. So my grandpa, my mom's dad, owned his own drywall company. My uncle worked with him, and I learned how to do drywall when I was like 5 years old. Maybe even younger, to be honest. I remember helping my uncle and my grandpa hang drywall in my grandparents' house. So when you do like walls, you have to sometimes when you're doing studded walls and you put it onto the studded walls, you lift it up a bit, so there's like a gap at the floor, at the floorboard, like the base flooring and the drywall. So there's like this kind of lever contraption that you put in there. It's kind of really big, and then you kind of crank it down, and it lifts the drywall up, so then you can screw it in. I remember, I was probably like 3 or 4 years old. I remember holding up the walls, or the pieces of drywall on the walls. So something that I've done for a very long time. I am walking to get dinner now. Whitney was wrapping up some painting. I wrapped up painting on my end, and then we were both hungry. So I kind of mentioned it yesterday, so then she said it sounded good today, but I'm gonna go get Hot Walk's cool sushi. I already placed the order on the phone. I'm just walking to pick it up now. So we come here just like last week. It was like whenever I got my hair cut. You must like it.
All right, I am checking out for today. We made really good progress, got a lot done today, but I'm definitely tired. So the spare bathroom is virtually complete. I think we might do a little bit more touch up of the paint, but we got the wall all painted, and then the mirror can be hung tomorrow, and that's really it. Then hanging the mirror and hanging the towel ring, and then that bathroom's done. So I think Chris will be able to knock that out real quickly tomorrow, and then that one will be done. And then I am about 75% through painting our bathroom. I wanted to prime the ceiling, and I wanted to prime all the area behind where we compounded behind, the mirror when we took that down. So it just took a lot longer for me to get that done today. And because we're painting the ceiling, it's a much larger bathroom and just all of that. So unfortunately, did not get quite as far as I was hoping to get today, but made some really good progress, and we'll be in good shape to finish up tomorrow, which will be so nice. So I'm so glad that we did a little bit of prep work during the week in order to make sure that we could knock this out this weekend, with probably some time to spare. Oh yes. And Gertie has had a rough day. She has not enjoyed our project day. She's been like, first of all, very bored. And second of all, super confused and stressed out. She's like, what are you doing in the bathroom? What is going on? So Chris is going to get some food. We're going to have some dinner here in a little bit. And it was a good night to bring in food for sure.
Well, it's Sunday morning. I'm out here letting Gertie out. She's becoming as stubborn as ever. She went to the potty, and then she's like, she went to the potty one way, and then she's like, I'm done. I don't want to be out here anymore. And I'm like, you have to go on a walk, because it's what we do literally every day at this time, because she hasn't peed yet. So she's just like pulling to the house. She's like, I'm done. I'm gonna go inside and play with my toys. Look, she's such a puppy. It's sort of frustrating, but I want her to get her like sniff time in and get some energy out, because we're gonna be like cooped up doing housework again, at least the first half of the day, and I don't want her to get too bored. So yeah, so we're still working on the bathrooms, almost wrapping it up. We're gonna have to finish up some painting and then just kind of put everything back together. Luckily it's not too extensive, pretty easy work. So we are almost wrapping up our bathroom remodel, and then Whitney has some paint, and then she's like, oh, let's just paint this wall here, because we are eventually going to anyway, but of course Whitney likes to
Scope creep.
Make things harder than add more work on. It's like never enough.
I might as well. I've got the paint now.
Yeah, but so that's gonna make a big difference here in the hallway, just because it's gonna darken one side, but
yeah, it's just
I think
this
it'll
one
look
wall.
cool.
We're not doing the whole wall.
We have those the creepy portraits there, so that's gonna look cool against the dark gray, I think.
Okay, I finished this wall. I really like it. I think it's nice to have that little bit of kind of pop of color here in the hallway. Warms it up a little bit because this hallway is kind of stark. So I think that looks really nice. But now we're down to the boring part of a project, which is, or I guess not boring, but the bad part where you have to like clean up your mess. So, wah wah.
All right, so this wall is complete.
And bathrooms are done. So we need to put like the stuff back together.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a
Yeah, we just have to put the outlet back
covering the
on
pictures.
and then rehang the pictures. But I'm so glad we did this.
Yeah, it looks
I love it.
really cool. It looks really shiny right now.
Yeah.
But I think it won't probably. I mean, I guess this wall looks like that shiny too.
It
so.
helps like I don't know. It doesn't feel quite as like the feel like the space before was like, I don't know. It just kind of makes it a little bit warm and more homely.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think it makes it more cozy. Yeah, I think that's what it'll do in the living room.
Yeah, because we're gonna paint the same color in the living room too, and I'm super excited about it. Okay, we got the portraits hung on this wall, and I love it. They look so good. Yeah, I'm very pleased.
All right, so it's the evening time now. We're letting Gertie out. Probably gonna do a short lap. She's probably gonna want to go right back in after she goes potty. But yeah, the weather out here is amazing. So it's like you can see I'm wearing a jacket and I feel perfectly fine. So hopefully it stays like this.
62 degrees.
So the week is complete. It's been a very long, tiring weekend. We didn't even do that much, but it still is a lot.
Well, and it took the whole weekend. So like,
Yeah.
I wish that we had another day.
Another day, yeah.
It would be nice for like an actual rest day. But definitely ready to like pop in front of the TV for a little
ready
bit.
to just
Chill
sit
out.
down and not do anything.
I'm tired.
But thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time.